Kisisa es roish b'nei Yisrael of kudehem. This week's parsha, the parsha says that when we want to count the Jewish people, kisisa, to take an accounting how many Jews, how should you do it? Every Jew should give machatzis a shekel, a half silver dollar, and by giving each one a half silver dollar, then you count how many half silver dollars there is, and then you will know how many Jews there are. However, the Torah says, ha'asher lo yardbe, v'hadal lo yamid. A wealthy Jew should not give more than a half a silver dollar, and a Jew that's not wealthy should not give less than a half silver dollar. Everyone is equal. You must give a half silver dollar. That's what the Torah says. Who does the counting? Moshe Rabbeinu. So the question is, normally when we use the word counting, we use minyan. Minyan means to count. Or pekudei. Pekudei is also accounting. Sisa means lifting, uplifting. Esrosh, to uplift your head. What's the language of uplifting? If the idea is to count, lipkudehem, so why does the Torah use the word kisisa, which means to lift up? And the answer is an interesting answer. The Torah is telling us that what Moshe Rabbeinu did here was not just to count physically every Jew, who they are, how many there is. But what he did was he lifted them up to a higher level. How? How does Moshe lift the Jew to a higher level? So the Torah says, Ure'ei emuna. Moshe Rabbeinu was a raya mehemna. He was the shepherd that gave us faith. What he did was, he embedded in us faith in Hashem, not the faith that we're born with, which every Jew is born with faith, but he embedded us with such a faith that not only that we believe in God, not only do we feel God, but we see it as if it's vivid in front of us and there's no way to deny it. Who embedded us with such faith is Moshe Rabbeinu. A Jew is born naturally that a Jew believes in God. That's called Ma'aminin B'nei Ma'aminin. Every Jew believes in God. But that is a faith. Faith is more, it's more like a subconscious. But what did Moshe do? He said, this shouldn't be just faith. I'm going to take it and I'm bringing it that you're going to see God as if it's right in front of you. So he lifted up our heads and he brought us to not only believe in God, but to see it. And through that, through that, a Jew will never sin ever. The only reason a Jew does something wrong or misses an opportunity is when he has faith, when it's something a distance. But when he sees that this is it, this is Hashem, and you see it in front of you, that itself will cause that automatically you won't do anything you shouldn't be doing. And therefore the Torah says, I want you to only give machatzis hashekel. Why machatzis? Machatzis hashekel is, the Torah says, is eser gera. It's 10 gera. A whole shekel is 20 gera. Why? What Hashem expects from the Jew is just to give him 10 gera. The other 10 Hashem will give you. What's 10? Your 10 faculties of your soul. Eser kochot hanefesh. Every human being, every Jew has 10 powers of his soul. Chachma, Bina, Das, Chesed, Gevura, Teferes, Netzach, you say Malchus. So what Hashem wants from you is, give me machatzis. Give me you all. Your half. Once you give me your half, I will then give you my half. And I will lift you even higher. So what Hashem wants from the Jew is, you do your best, and I'll do the rest, and then we'll be a complete whole. So I want you only to give a half, because I gave you only half 10 power. The other half is me. Once you give me your half, which is your faith, and you believe in Hashem the way Moshe infuses you, then I will give you the other half and bring you up to even a higher level. So this is why the Torah says, Kisisa Esrosh, that Moshe Rabbeinu is not only counting the Jew, he's lifting them and bringing them to a higher level that not only they believe in God, but they see God, and therefore every Jew is ready to give his life for Hashem, and ready to give up his desires, and ready to give up his temptation. Why? Because he sees Hashem vividly, and he's ready to give all his 10 faculties, and all his 10 kochot, to serve Hashem, and through that we'll be able to have the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu B'meira B'meinu Amen.